Welcome back, guys. This is the space where we talk about all things human, and today we're going to do a music review on the song The Apology I'll Never Receive by the artist Rory. I think Rory deserves a lot more attention than they get, at least in my personal world and spaces that I'm involved in. I never hear anyone talking about Rory. Rory's incredible because a lot of the songs really do speak to mental health, human health, real things that everyday humans go through. And this song right here is pretty heavy on grief. Grief tends to encompass things like shame, guilt, regret, anger, of course, sadness. So this is actually one of my favorite songs by her. There's a few of them. I'm probably going to do a few videos on Rory because I think they're important, and there's a lot of beauty in the way that these songs are written. And the first song I heard by Rory was actually called Psychological War. So you could imagine, as a therapist, my ears were like, what is that about? And at the time, I was heavily invested in men's mental health, toxic, abusive relationships that men go through, because we don't talk nearly enough about men going through that stuff. And ever since then, I've been really hooked on Rory. So let's get into it.
If he was here now, what would you want him to say?
I know it's unexpected, just give me a second. I need to say sorry for the things I did to you when you were younger, to you and your mother. If only I'd have known back then the damage it would do.
Starting off, if you guys didn't get that first little bit, that recording said if he was here, or if they were here, what would you want to hear? And I love how that first bit was, I would want that apology, right? Of what I did and how I hurt you, or all the pain that I caused. Because it makes me think about a lot of times when people go to therapy to work on their relationship to their parents or their guardians, whoever it was that took care of them. It's a lot of that stuff, right? Like, this happened to me, but can you go talk to them about it? No, I can't. They wouldn't understand, or they just do this to me or that, or maybe they're that abusive, right? Or that harmful. There's so many different walls and barriers as to why this person is now trying to work on the pain and hurt that was caused from the origin in which the pain, or whatever it was created. And sometimes I tell my clients, depending on their relationship and conversation, but we are living life for the first time, and every single one of us has a history. Our parents have a history, their parents have a history, right? It never ends. The dominoes just keep falling, but it can absolutely end with us. And I love how the beginning already was just, what would you hope to hear? I'd give anything just to hear, I'm sorry.
I've watched you fight with addiction and struggle with commitment. I couldn't help but think of you as a thorn in my side. Withdrew my affection to teach you a lesson. Oh, what a waste of our time.
Right there. I withdrew my affection to teach you a lesson. What a waste of our time. Whether or not our boundaries were appropriate, we set boundaries as a form of protection. Sometimes we set boundaries to improve the health of a relationship, but other times it's a form of protection. And whether it's our hurt, our anger, our pain, whatever it is, we withdraw ourselves, but that doesn't mean we don't know or think about the potential of what could have been, right? If only they saw this, if only they got help, if only they whatever. That is such a deep-rooted pain, to see potential, but to not be able to actually live that potential. So that's why I think that part right there just hits, because it's regret. Now you're gone.
But there's no knock on my door, there's no please can we talk. No sorry for all of the pain that I caused when I sat in my kitchen with quiet forgiveness. I thought you would find your way here, but you didn't. I'll write myself the apology I'll never receive.
I lost my dad 3 years ago now, suddenly. So all that hits for me. I also think about clients, stories, people every day. That feeling, right? There's no knock on my door, right? There's no please can we talk. It's all gone. There's nothing you could do about it. And it is still so painful every single day. And it's something that we will all go through, right? At some point, losing someone that we love. There's beauty in that, right? Just to have such a love that would bring you to your knees. Different topic. But I love what she says. Two things here is quiet forgiveness, because that is such a personal journey. Not everyone even knows that you're going through it, right? You're processing it, you're feeling it, you're crying in your car on a random Tuesday at 2 p.m., right? You're the one that has to go through it, whether or not people know. It is a quiet journey sometimes. And then the other piece of, I wrote myself the apology that I'm never going to receive. I mean, that's really therapy, isn't it? You don't have to go to therapy to do it, but coming to that point of closure and acceptance, it's like, I have to come to terms with all the stuff that you left or that we've left in that state. And perfect timing, I'm so sorry. I'm the one that has to go through that journey. So I'll do it because I have to. Otherwise, I'm going to basically just drive myself insane with all these emotions, right?
Too young at 11 to learn of deception. Standing on the doorstep, you were screaming out my name. The day I got married, I know you were angry, but that's a conversation I'm not brave enough to face. So I kept you at a distance, watched you try to fix it. See the pain written on your face, it reminds me of her. It's hard to remember all our years together, and I hate how it hurts. But there's no knock on my door, there's no please can we talk. No sorry for all of the pain that I caused when I sat in my kitchen with quiet forgiveness. I thought you would find your way here, but you didn't. I'll write myself the apology, I'll never say.
We just need to make note of how beautifully she sings this. I feel it. I don't know if you guys do. I feel it in her tone. And that's one of the things that I love so much about this. Like, it's just as strong as it is soft. And I think that's what grief is. In some moments, grief can hit you so hard. And then at other times, it's like this passing breeze in the wind, like this little like brush that you kind of feel. It's not super intense. And yeah, it depends on time and where you are in your life. But grief, that's why they say grief is not linear. It can come in so many different waves. And that's what I hear in terms of her tone. To this song I've written, I want you to know you're already forgiven. Gee. Oh, yeah. Yep. The anger is poisoning my body. If anyone has ever held on to anger, you know how deeply that affects your life. Not just your life, but your physical body. Right? It's like literally carrying the most ginormous boulder on your back, and everything feels hard. Everything feels like it's not worth it. Everything feels like it just sucks, right? That's what anger does in this space. Anger is not a bad emotion. No such thing as a bad emotion. They're all important. They all serve messages and guidance when we need it. But in this particular case, especially anger regarding someone who's dead, it's like, I can't even fight with you anymore. Right? And then that piece of, if you ever do hear this, right? Wishful thinking, you are forgiven. That word I know is already super triggering for a lot of people, right? Forgiveness. I can't get to a point of forgiveness. I don't like that word. It doesn't sit right. That's okay. That's okay. Because maybe it's not forgiveness, but maybe it is letting be, right? Maybe it's letting go. Maybe it's letting be. Maybe it's forgiving yourself, right? There's so many things that we as humans can come to. It's not a one size fits all. So don't be hard on yourself if forgiveness itself doesn't sit right. But in essence, this song doesn't have to be, or at least I don't hear it that way, as just this thing about forgiving. It's more of just honoring what will never be, because by doing so, I acknowledge what is within me and all the things that I've held on to or what I don't want to hold on to anymore. And damn, this song just, on my really heavy grief days, this song absolutely just brings me to my emotional knees. So good. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments, what you guys think about the song and your interpretations of the song. That's what I think is so beautiful about music. We all can hear the same song and come up with a completely different message. So whatever that is for you guys, I would love it if you feel comfortable to share it with me. And for what it's worth, please stay human.